समप्रकाशाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। You can repeat. Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha.
Evamukto Rishikeshah.
Evamukto Rishikeshah.
Gudakeshena Bharata.
Gudakeshena Bharata.
Senayorvayor Madhye. Stapayitva Rathottamam. Bhishmadrona Pramukatah. Sarvesham cha Mahikshitaam. Uvacha Partha Pashyaitan. Samavetan Kuruniti. तत्रा पश्यत् स्थितान् पार्थः
तत्र पश्यास्थितान् पार्थः
पितॄणथ पितामहान्
पितॄनत पितामहान्
आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन्
आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन्
पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा
पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा
श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव
श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव
सेनयोरुभयोरपि
सेनयोरुभयोरपि
तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः
तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः
सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितान्
सर्वान् बन्धून् अवस्थितान्
कृपया परयाविष्टः
कृपया परयाविष्टः
विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत्.
विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत्.
Vishidan is Shatranta. We discussed now just before this class. Vishidan, Shadra Dhatu, V Upasarga. In the last class, I told, I have added in the comment also, Shadra, same Shadra Dhatu from which the word Upanishad is derived. This V Upasarga, Shadra Dhatu, Shatranta, Vishidan, continuous participle. Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha.
दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण
दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण
युयुत्सं समुपस्थितम्
युयुत्सं समुपस्थितम्.
To this I have seen, even the next shloka we have seen. So the Bhagavan Krishna, he placed the vehicle, the chariot, right in front of the Bhishma and Drona, Bhishma Drona Pramukataha, Bhishma Drona Pramukataha, Sarvesham cha Mahikshitaam. Then Arjuna, he saw his own people. Tatra apashyat Pitrun, Pitamahan, Putran, Pautran, Sakin, iti. He saw his own people. Therefore, he was overpowered by Kripaya, a deep compassion for them. Suddenly, the realization came that he is going to fight with his own people. So, therefore, now a change happens in the mind of Arjuna. So, he says, Drishtva imam swajanam. Swajanam is Atmiya Purusham, his own people. Drishtva imam swajanam. Now he sees the connection between the people on the opponent and himself. They are his own kith and kin, relative. So swajanam iti. Doesn't he know before coming to the war, they are his swajanam? He has seen them in the Virata Parva itself. In the Virata Parva, he had fought with Duryodhana, even Bhishma, other people were there. So he knows very well they are his Swajanam. And now this battle is a different kind of battle. Virata Parva, it is not the battle of do or die. But this is not like that. This is going to decide who will be surviving after the war. Who will survive and who will not survive. And there is going to be a huge disaster. 11 Akshohinis on the Kaurava side and 7 on the Pandava side. It's a large number of people, great warriors on both sides. So it's going to be a war, a do or die situation. Only one, the winner, can survive. So therefore, suddenly that such realization come. So he realized that it's not like the war he fought during his Ajnata Vasa, at the end of the Ajnata Vasa, Virata Yuddha. So it is not like that. And he knows very well that people on opponent side as well as his side also, they got deadly weapons, all the Astra and Shastra, the missiles. And you will be seeing later in the Mahabharata, Arjuna used his Brahmastra. Brahmastra is the ultimate weapon, missile. All the Astra, the Astra, they're all, they are driven by the mantra, not by any other fuel. It's all mantra driven. Every Astra has got the name, and the name has got certain mantra. You have to invoke the Devata and send a missile, the Astra. So Arjuna has got mastery, he has got many missiles during his Ajnatavasa and also during his stay in the Devaloka. He had obtained deadly weapons, and Brahmastra is one of them. Arjuna knows how to handle Brahmastra. Ashwatthama also knows how to send Brahmastra, doesn't know how to withdraw it back. Brahmastra is like the modern nuclear weapon. In the modern weapon, once you press the button, wherever you direct the missile, it will go and destroy the whole place. And that too, once it reaches beyond the limit, you cannot call it back. Once it is done, it's done. The damage is done. Whereas Arjuna Arjuna and Ashwatthama, who knows how to send the missile. Ashwatthama knows how to send, but doesn't know how to withdraw it back. But Arjuna knows how to stop also. So he has got the key to stop the operation of the missile, Brahmastra. That is why at the end of the war, when both of them used this Brahmastra, Arjuna could call it back, whereas Ashwatthama could not call it back. So all the deadly missiles are going to be fired. So suddenly Arjuna, he realizes that, and he understood there will be only one side winning, either Kauravas or Pandavas. So is it worth really fighting the war, killing so many people? So many innocent people are also gathered, taking the sides on the Pandava side or on the Kaurava side. So it is going to be a serious thing, serious situation. At the same time, it is a question of establishing dharma. So therefore, compassion, paraya vishtaha, kripaya paraya vishtaha. Arjuna is a noble person, is a man of virtue, values. He is not a coward, even though you will see Bhagavan Krishna will scold him. Klaibyam mas magam of partha iti, later we will be saying, but he is not a coward. He had won many wars. He had seen many enemies. That is why he is called Dhananjaya, Dhanam Jayati. He had conquered many kingdoms and brought Dhanam to his kingdom. That is why he is called Dhananjaya. Therefore, he is not a coward. Some people, their commentary on Gita, they write like this: is a coward. Not a coward. It's a wrong word. Arjuna is not a coward. He saw his own people, and suddenly this thought comes to my mind: is it worth fighting? That's a valid thought. It's a valid thought. There is a reason for that also, because Arjuna could see the disaster, the end of the war. He could see that. Therefore, he stops and think. And now he is overpowered by the compassion. Therefore, kripaya paraya vishtaha vishidan dukkitaha san abravit. Imam swajanam drishtva, having seen my own people. He says his own people. His own people. They are all blood related. Even otherwise also, innocent people, my own people. He is the king. So he saw his own people standing there. Why should I kill them? So therefore, kripaya. Swajanam drishtva samupastitam. Yuddhakshetre samyak upastitam yodum ichum swajanam drishtva Arjuna uvacha. What happened to him? We can chant shloka number 29. Sidanti mama gatrani
Sidanti mama gatrani
mukam cha parishushyati
Mukam cha parishishyati
vepatuscha sharire me
vepatuscha sharire me
romaharshascha jayate.
romaharshascha jayate.
We have seen this shloka.
Yeah.
So he says, Mama Gatrani. Gatrani means Angani, the limbs. Sharirasya Angani, Gatrani Sidanti. Shadludatu, Sidanti. Mama Gatrani Sidanti. It is losing the strength. You know the meaning of the Dhatu Shadlu in the Upanishad we have seen Visharana Gati Avasadhaneshu, loosening, the meaning is there, loosening. So he says, my limbs are losing their strength. My limbs are losing their strength because he is overpowered by the deep sympathy, compassion for them. And Mukam cha parishushyati. Mukam, mouth, parishushyati, shushkam bhavati. The mouth has gone dry. Vepatuhu cha sharire me. Vepatuhu. Vepatuhu. Atuch pratyaya. To vepru, company. It is atmani paridhatu. Atuch pratyaya is added. You get vepatuhu. Sharire vepatuhu. Body is trembling. Roma harshascha jayate. Roma harshascha is the air on its body stands on the end. Horripilation happens. All this because of his compassion for the people. So therefore, this signs shows that he is dukkita, he is in sorrow now. And continues further. Gandivam sramsate hastat.
Gandivam samsrate hastat.
Tvakchaiva paridakhyate.
Chaiva
Vidaryate.
Nacha shaknomyavastatum.
Nacha shaknomyavastatum.
Ativa cha me manaha.
Brahmativa cha me manaha.
Gandivam is Gandiva. Gandivam astat sramsate. Gandiva which he obtained from the Agni Bhagavan. That Gandiva is bow is sramsate, yatate. It is patati, not patati, patati, falls from his hand. Hastat patati. Then tvak is skin. Paridagyate, skin is burning. He says, my skin is burning. Gandivam falls from my hand. Avastatum na shaknomi, shakdatu, we saw now, fifth ganadatu, shaknomi, na shaknomi, I am not able to, avastatum, to stand up. Brahmati, ivacha me manaha, my mind is as though confused. My mind is as though confused. So, therefore, it shows that Arjuna is not now ready to fight because he is overpowered by compassion So therefore, shoka, therefore moha. So now Arjuna is not in the state of mind to fight. So these two shlokas clearly shows the state of mind of Arjuna. The state of mind of the person is indicated by the expression of the words. So the words which came out from the mouth of Arjuna shows its state of mind. So therefore, he is not ready to fight. And therefore, the arguments what he is going to give for not fighting, that also will be in keeping with the state of his mind. That is what he says in the next shloka. Nimittani cha pashyami.
निमित्तानि च पश्यामि
पश्यामि
Viparitani keshava.
विपरीतानि केशव
Na cha shreyo nu pashyami.
न च श्रेयोऽनुपश्यामि
Hatva svajanamahave.
अथवा स्वजनमागवे
Agam pashyami. Nimittani pashyami. I see certain signs. Nimitta is shakunam, shakunani. In Tamil we say sagunam. It's called shakunani in Sanskritam. Shakunani is signs, omens. And what are these omens? Viparitani. Not anukula. It is pratikula. They are not conducive. They are indicators of something dangerous going to happen. Viparitani. Pratikulani nimittani. I see some bad omens. Hey Keshava. Addressing the Lord. Hey Keshava iti. Keshava is a beautiful word. There are many interpretations given for the word Keshava. Two-lettered word. Ka and Isha. Two words are there. Ka is one word and Isha. Two words are there. Kascha Ishascha iti Keshav. Ka stands for Brahma. Isha stands for Maheshwara. So Kascha Ishascha iti Keshav Brahma Maheshwarau. Tau Avati Pratyavagacchati iti Keshavaha. So Keshava means this Brahma and Maheshwara. Those who carry out action as a duty in keeping with the order of whom is the Keshava. Niratishaya Aishwaryavan Paramatma iti. Yasya Brahma Rudra api anukampyau. Brahma and Rudra, they all follow the order of whom is the Keshava, is a Paramatma. That's why Aishwaryavan Paramatma. Niratishaya Aishwaryavan Paramatma iti Keshavaha. Other meanings are also can be given. Keshini iti Asura, he killed, therefore he is called Keshava. And Ka stands for samsara. Isha stands for the removal of samsara. So all the other possible meanings also can be given. The word Keshava, word itself yields to different etymological derivation. So it's a nice word, Keshava. Hey Keshava. Nicely addressing the Lord. Agam na anupashyami. Agam na anupashyami. I don't see. What? Shreyaha. I don't see any good. Agam shreyaha anupashyami. I don't see any good. Swajanam ahave atva. Hatva, tva pratyaya. Handatu. Having killed our own people. Hatva swajanam. Where? Ahave. Rane. Yuddha kshetre. Ahava is a battle. Saptami Bhakti. Ahave. So, in this battle, having killed own people, Swajana, related kith and kin, I don't see any good. Shreyaha na anupashyami. Shreyaha, there is nothing good is going to happen. Nothing shubham, nothing auspicious is going to happen. So, therefore, Shreyaha anupashyami. Therefore, this will not be pleasant. Neither it will be pleasant for me nor pleasant for them. I don't see good in killing them and killing our own people. Swajanam. Therefore, what to do now? That you will say. Because there is no good in killing our own people. Therefore, it is better to withdraw the war. That is what it is going to say. And he is going to put forth his thoughts in the form of certain the arguments. And you will see how he quotes from. He quotes from Smriti also, Smriti Grantha. You don't see the quote, but from the words of Arjuna, you can understand he is quoting Smriti. He is validating his point from this Smriti. That shows Arjuna is a learned person. He knows all the Shastra, Dharma Shastra he knows, but still in the war, because of his kripaya paraya vishta, kripaya paraya kripaya, because of his deep compassion for the people, he is quoting wrongly at the wrong place. So we will see how he quotes from this Smriti to validate his point of not fighting the war. Not fighting the war would be a better thing. Therefore, Shreyaha na anupashyami iti, he says. The next shloka, you will read. Akankshe vijayam Krishna.
Nakangshe vijayam Krishna.
Nacharajyam sukhani cha.
Nacharajyam
sukhani cha.
Kim no rajyena govinda.
Kim no Govinda.
Kim bohair jivitena va.
Kim jivitena va.
Aham na kankshye. Aham na kankshye. I don't desire what vijayam. I don't desire vijaya. Vijaya is victory. Nacha rajyam, and also the kingdom. Aham rajyam sukhanicha. Even the pleasures what the kingdom offers, the comforts, that also na kankshye. I don't want victory. I don't want the kingdom. I don't want the comforts which the kingdom can offer. Kim no rajyena govinda, kim bohir jivitena va. Kim no rajyena. Kim no rajyena means what is the use of the kingdom for us? Naha is for us. Shashti vibhakti. Bhagavachanam. Naha for us. Rajyena kim. What is the use of this kingdom? Rajyena kim bhavati. Bhogaihi jivitena kim bhavati. Bhogaihi. Bhoga is the enjoyments. Living the life of enjoyment. What is the use? What is the use of the kingdom, or what is the use of the pleasure the kingdom offers? What is the use of that life? Iti kim he asked. The kim, the word is akshepavachi shabda, natu prashnavachi. It is not asking. It's not asking question. It's akshepa. What is the use? What is the use means that the question doesn't expect an answer. What is the use means no use. There is no use of this kingdom. There is no use of the pleasure. What one can gain from this war. So this jivita, which is filled with bhoga, this life which is filled with bhoga, what is the use of that life if it is at the cost of killing our own kith and kin? So kim bhogaihi jivitena va, kim naha rajyena iti. Hey Govinda. He addresses the Lord. Hey Govinda. Govinda, again, it's a beautiful word. One meaning we can take the literal meaning. Govinda, that is the word Govinda, the one who rears, one who takes care of the cows. It's called Govinda. That is one meaning. Other meaning is that which is understood from the words of the Shastram, the Vedanta, that is called Govinda. Gobihi Vanivihi Vindate Veti iti Govindaha. Vedanta Vakyegi Veti iti Govindaha. Vedanta Vakyegi Vindati. Known from the words of the Vedanta. What is known? Paramatma. That is Govinda. So the word Govinda is the one who is known through the words of the Vedanta. It's called Govinda. Paramatma ityartaha. Literal meaning Gam Gavaha Vindate iti Govindaha. That is another meaning. The one who takes care of cows is called Govinda. So he addresses the Lord. In two ways we can take it. One is Bhagavan Krishna, he was doing that job only, taking care of cows, therefore Govinda. Or he would have addressed the Krishna, knowing very well that is Paramatma. That meaning also possible. So A Govinda. And now in this shloka, when Arjuna says, I don't desire kingdom, I don't desire the comforts, what is the purpose of this kingdom? What is the use of all this enjoyment and this life, killing our own people? Is it the Vairagyam of Arjuna? Is it the real Vairagyam? What is Vairagyam? What is Vairagyam? Iga Swarga Bhogeshu, Icharagityam Vairagyam. We saw in Tattva Bodha. Iga Swarga Bhogeshu, Bhogeshu Icharagityam. And his words also says, Bhogaihi Jivitena va Kim Bhavati. Does it mean it is Vairagyam? If it is real Vairagyam, it should have happened before the war, not in the middle of the war, not in the middle of the crisis. So, therefore, this is not the real Vairagyam. Vairagyam, if it had been real, then Arjuna would not have opted to fight in the beginning itself. Having come to the battlefield with all his gadgets, now suddenly he says, what is the use of this kingdom? This is not the real Vairagyam. This is Jihasa Vairagyam. This is Jihasa Vairagyam. The Vairagyam which is born because of the desire to run away, because of the desire to give up. Therefore, this Vairagya is not the Vairagya for knowing the truth. It's not for knowing the truth. It is Jihasa Vairagyam. It's not the real Vairagyam. The Vairagyam is not a matured Vairagya. So, therefore, Bhagavan Krishna also, you will see, he will not immediately, he has got Vairagya, therefore he will not immediately will give him Jnanam, no advice. The Vairagyam has to mature. The maturity of the Vairagyam is shown when the person becomes normal and ready to listen to the Upadesha of the Guru. So, this Vairagya is not a real Vairagyam. Vairagyam, we have different types of Vairagyam. Markata Vairagyam and Jihasa Vairagyam. Those Vairagyam seems to be the Vairagyam which is born of Viveka, but it is not. There's a lot of difference. This Vairagyam is not born of Viveka. Viveka Janita Vairagyam is a real Vairagyam. It is a mature Vairagyam. Nitya Vastu Vivekaha and Viveka Janita Vairagyam is the real Vairagyam. But here the Vairagyam is not the real Vairagyam. It is not a matured Vairagyam. So Arjuna's Vairagyam has not yet matured. Therefore, his words, Bhagavan Krishna, he will not take it very seriously. Then the next shloka. Yesha Marte Kankshitam no.
Marte Kankshitam no.
Rajyam Bhoga Sukhani cha.
Rajyam Bhoga Sukhani cha.
Tayime Vastita Yudhe.
Tahi Vastita Yudhe.
Pranan Styaktva Dhanani cha.
Pranam Dhanani cha.
Yesham arte kangshitam naha. Rajyam bhogaha sukhani cha. Bhogaha means enjoyments. Bhogaha. Rajya bhoga. The enjoyments which the Rajyam, the kingdom, can offer. Bhujyate iti bhogaha. That which are available for enjoyment. Bhogaha asmabhihi kankshitaha. Bhogaha asmabhihi kankshitaha. Bhogas were desired by us. Sukhanicha, also the sukha, the objects of enjoyment and the pleasure what it can offer. Sukhanicha asmabhihi kankshitani. So bhogaha kankshitaha. Sukhani kankshitani asmabhihi. So yesham arte kangshitam naha. Naha is asmakam. As Rajyam bhoga sukhanicha. Yesham arte, for whose sake we desired this bhoga, we desired this kingdom and the pleasures offered by the kingdom, for whose sake we desired. Te avastitaha. Te avastitaha. They have assembled. Te ime avastitaha. Ime refers to the people. Te ime. Those very people, avastitaha, were Yuddhakshetre, Kurukshetre. Pranan tyaktva dhanani, having given up the prana, their lives, having given up the dhanani, the wealth, having given up the wealth, they are standing. For whose sake we are fighting the war, they themselves have given up their life and their kingdom, the wealth, and are standing right in the war. So what is the use of this fight? What is the use of gaining this kingdom? Gaining the kingdom is for the sake of these people, and they themselves have given up their prana, life, dhana, and they are standing in the war. Therefore, kim no rajyena govinda, kim bohi jivitena va iti. For to win this yuddha, what Arjuna had to do, he has to destroy the entire army of Duryodhana. The entire army of Duryodhana, and people who are standing in there, they are his own kith and kin. And Arjuna says, for them only I am fighting this war. For them only I am fighting this war. When they themselves are standing in the war, then what is the use of this fight? But here, Arjuna, he forgot. He forgot that he did not come to the battle for Rajya or for Bhoga. No, that was not his motive. He came to Kurukshetra to fight and establish dharma. Because he is a dharmika purusha, he has value for dharma. Therefore, even if he is lost, doesn't matter. But to establish dharma, he would have come to the war. That is what he came. So, therefore, for dharma paripalanartham, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Guruji. No problem.
Yeah, suddenly power went off here. For dharma paripalanartham, he came to the Yuddha Kshetra. Not for the kingdom, not for the dhana. Since it is for dharma, therefore the kingdom and bhoga, they are nothing for Arjuna. So Arjuna also knows that he is going to win the battle. So therefore he says, pranan tyaktva, giving up the prana, their life. These people have given up their life and their possessions, and they have come to the war because Arjuna knows that he is going to win. So therefore he doesn't want to destroy them. he doesn't want to destroy his own people. So therefore, he forgot that very purpose of coming to the war. And he wanted to save these people who are adharmika. So therefore, if he forget the point that dharma can be established by only removing the adharmika purusha, either by removing or by making them not do adharma. Duryodhana is an exception. The only way to completely avoid adharma is to destroy the adharmika, Duryodhana and his allies. Therefore, he knows very well that fighting the war and killing them is the only solution. But even then, he says, what is the use of this kingdom? That shows his mind is completely hijacked by his emotions. Because now he is overpowered by shoka and therefore moha. Out of moha, now he is lamenting. Kim no rajyena govinda, kim bhogai jivitena va, yeshamarte vayam, yeshamarte naha rajyam bhoga sukani cha kankshitam te अस्मिन् युद्ध क्षेत्रे अवस्थिताः प्राणान् धनानि त्यक्त्वा इति. And who are those people? He says, Pranan tyaktva dhananicha, having given up the prana and dhana. Who are those people? Arjuna, he tells them, it gives the names of those people. Acharya, Pitaraf putraha.
Acharya Pitaraf putraha.
Tathaiva cha pitamahaha.
Tathaiva cha pitamahaha.
Matula shvashurav pautraha.
Matula shvashurav pautraha.
Shala sambandhinastatha.
Shala sambandhinastatha.
Acharyaha, teachers, acharyaha santi. Pitaraha, that is the paternal uncles are there. Putraha, sons are there. Pitamahaha, grandfathers. Matulaha, maternal uncles. Shvashuraha, in-laws. Shvashuraha. Pautraha, grandsons. Shala, brothers-in-law. Shalaha. And Sambandhinaha, other people. All are relatives. Sambandhinaha. Te sarve avastitaha yuddhe. Pranan dhanani tyaktva. That we have to connect. Pranan dhanani tyaktva te sarve asmin yuddha kshetre avastitaha. Therefore he says, etan nahantumichchami.
Etan
nahantumichchami.
Gnatopi madhusudana.
Gnatopi madhusudana.
Apitrailokya rajyasya.
Apitrailokya rajyasya.
Eto kim nu mahi krute.
Eto kim nu
mahi krute.
Etan antum na ichchami. Tum pratyaya handatu. Aham na ichchami. I don't want to kill these people because they are acharyaha, matulaha, shashuraha, pitraha, putraha, pautraha, sambandhinaha. In short, they are my relatives. Therefore, etan aham na hantum ichchami. Gnatopi is, he adds gnatopi. What is gnatopi? That is also from the same dhatu, handatu. Gnatopi. Even if I am killed, even if I am killed, I don't want to kill them. Hey Madhusudana. You can see Krishna, he addresses Krishna by different words. Keshava, Govinda, Madhusudana. The whole Achamana mantra he is doing, he is calling out by all the names. Madhusudana is another beautiful name. Madhu can be the Rakshasa. Madhu Namanam Asuram. Suditavan. Iti Madhusudanaha. The name of the Rakshasa. Madhusudana, Arisudana, iti. Sudayati, the one who kills them, destroys them. So Madhun Namanam Rakshasam Asuram Suditavan iti Madhusudana. Or the word Madhu can be Agankara. Madhu means honey. What is honey? The dearest one for a person is Agankara. He himself. Agankara is what one loves very dearly. So Madhu is Agankara. Agankaram Suritavan. The one who destroys the Agankara. How? By giving Jnanam. Therefore Madhusudana. That meaning also can be taken for the word Madhusudana. Knataha api etan na antum ichchami he Madhusudana. Gnataha, just now we saw Shatru Pratyaya in the class, previous class. Gnataha is Shatru Pratyaya, Dvitiya Vibhakti Bhagavachana, referring to Arjuna. Gnataha. Arjuna says, Gnataha ichchami. Gnataha is ichchami. He's talking about himself, therefore ichchami. Gnataha ichchami. Even if they destroy me, even if I'm destroyed, Gnataha, I don't want to kill them. Api trailokya rajyasya hetoho kimnu mahi krute kimnu trailokya rajyasya hetoho. Hetu here means here it is for the sake, even for the sake of the kingdom of the three loka, trailokya. Trayanam lokana samaharaha. Triloka, and it is Tadita, Trilokyam. It's a Tadita word. Even for the sake of three loka, Trilokyasya Rajyasya, Hetoho, for the sake of Trilokya Rajyasya api, Kimnu Mahi Krute, Kimnu Mahi Krute, Kimnu Mahi Krute, it is means, it is Mahikrite, for the kingdom of this earth. What to talk about the kingdom of this earth only? When I say I don't want to kill them even for the sake of three lokas. What to talk of this Mahikrite, this kingdom? So the kingdom on the Prithivi, Mahi means Prithivi, which is limited. When I don't have desire for the three loka, the Rajyam of the three lokas, what to talk about the small kingdom on this earth? So, therefore here, Arjuna says he doesn't have desire. He is free from the desire. But is it? He may be free from desire. He may not be desiring the kingdom, but doesn't mean that he is a Vairagi. Because the previous words itself showed that he doesn't have the matured Vairagya. Here, the Arjuna, because he denies the Drishtapalam in the form of this gaining this kingdom, because he denies the Drishtapalam, doesn't mean he is a Vairagi. Doesn't mean he is Vairagi. This, if he is a Vairagi, then he would have seen the Adrishtapalam of fighting this war. Adrishtapalam is fighting this war is Punyam for a Kshatriya, and that too for establishing Dharma. And that Punyapalam will take the person to the Swargaloka. So he could not see the Adrishtapalam. He could see only the Drishtapalam. And also he says, even if he is killed, it is fine. That is not out of his Vairagya. Not that he is ready to give up his life for the sake of Dharma. It is the giving up life in the war for the sake of Dharma is Punyam. But not fighting the war and giving up the kingdom, it is going to give Papam only. Not seeing that that he will incur Papam, as though he is a Vairagi, he says, I don't deserve even the 3 lokas. Gnatopi, even if I am destroyed. Not that only he is going to be destroyed. What about the people on this side who have come, who have formed allies with him? And what about the other 4 brothers? Panchapandava, 4 brothers are there. What about his sons and other people? What is their lot? So that is going to create a big problem for all the people who depends on him. Therefore, his words are not correct. To say that Trailokya Rajyasya Hetoh Kim is out of Virakti, it is not out of Vairagya. But it's very clear from the words. 2 things seems to be similar. The 2 extreme things looks alike, but they are not same. Too much of light or too much of darkness, in both condition, extremes you cannot see. So you have to be in the middle to see what is right, what is wrong. So if you are a Vairagi and if you are giving up because of this Jigasa Vairagya, both seems to be Vairagya, but they both are extreme. They are not equal. They are not same. It looks as though same. Maybe the manifestation of the Vairagya at the physical level, it may appear same, but there's a lot of difference from the mental level. From the attitude point, it is totally different, and therefore the result also will be different. The result of the matured Vairagya is Jnanam, whereas the result of Jigasa Vairagya is Dukkham and the perpetuation of Samsara. They are completely different. This is important for a spiritual aspirant, because when we face difficulties in life, only one option is buying a ticket and going to Rishikesh. That will not be the option at all. That is not the right option. If we can't fight the war here, then fighting with oneself in an isolated place, it will be very difficult. People say giving up, they want to give up their house and come to the Gurukulam, but living in the Gurukulam is a big tapas. It's not easy. At least in house, you have to deal with only 4 or 5 people. But in the Gurukulam, you have to deal with so many people. So many people, it's a very difficult thing. So it is not easy. You have to deal with, forget about dealing with other people. Dealing with oneself is the biggest thing. One sadhu whom I know, the Ramakrishna Mati, in a year he will go to a place in Narmada for 3-4 months and doesn't move out. He just stays in Kutia. I asked him what he will do. He said he will watch himself, whether he can handle himself. That's a very simple answer. He didn't talk any big thing. He says whether I can handle my emotions, like whether I can handle my thoughts. It's a very big thing. If you can handle your thoughts sitting, being where you are, that itself becomes Rishikesh. It's a big thing. So therefore, these words of Arjuna should not be taken as the Vairagya. And Bhagavan Krishna knows very well. Therefore, he just is listening to the lamentation of Arjuna. He doesn't interfere. Let the person speak out. Let this person vomit out whatever he thinks. First, let him pour out. Then at the right point, Bhagavan Krishna will hit him, and when he surrenders, he will give Upadesha. That is how it's going to be unfolded. Now we can read the next shloka, shloka number 36. Nihatyadhartharashtrannah
Nihatyadhartharashtrannah
ka pritisya janardana
Pritisya janardana
papameva shrayedasman
Papamevashayedasman
advaitana tathayinah.
Tatvaitana tathayinah.
Not only he says what is the use of this kingdom and this bhoga and all. He says killing them, we will incur papam. That is why he said he is quoting wrongly. Devil quoting the scripture. He is quoting at the wrong place what he had learned. Dharma Shastras, whatever you learned, that the outcome of Dharma Shastra, the outcome of the Dharma Shastra is the interpretation of the situation in keeping with them. That shows how much you have observed from the study of the Shastra. Which action will give you papam, which action will give you punyam, that clear knowledge is the outcome of studying Dharma Shastra. Killing the enemies, you will not get papam. But he says here, because enemies are his svajana. If it is going to be a real enemy, not known to him, then it is not papam. But now because they are svajana, therefore he says papam. Papam eva ashrayet asma. Papam only will come to us. Nigatya Dhartarashtranaha, Dhartarashtra, the sons of Dhartarashtra, killing them, we will incur papam. How can it be? How can a Kshatriya will incur papam by killing his opponent when he is in the job of protecting his kingdom and the people? Therefore, his mind is confused. And he says very well, Atatayinaha, another important word. The word Atatayi means the one who has committed the 6 kinds of the horrible action. It's called Atatayi. So Atatayinaha, Atatayi, Atatayino, Atatayina, recurrent Shuddha Bhagavachanam, referring to the Dhartarashtras, that is the sons of Dhritarashtra. They are Atatayi. They have committed the 6 types of horrible actions. Adharma, they are called Atatayi. What are those 6? Agnido Garadaschaiva, Shastronmattadhanapagaha, Kshetradhara Haraschaitan, Shadvidyada Tathayinaha. Sixfold wrong actions, the crime who has done, the person is called Atatayi. And the 6, what are those 6? One is Agnidaha. Agnidaha means the one who's the person sets fire. Setting fire, that is one type of action. Setting fire to the house. Already they have done that, setting fire to the wax house where the Pandavas were staying. Agnidaha, that is one type of crime. Another crime is Garadaha, that is poisoning someone and killing. That also they have done. In fact, Duryodhana wanted to kill Bhima when he was young. From the young age onwards, they were fighting. So he wanted to kill them. Duryodhana wanted to kill Bhima. Bhima was always the opponent for Duryodhana. So that time he tried to poison Bhima and tried to kill him. But he could not. That is different thing. So that is also another type of crime which Duryodhana had done. And Shatron Mattaha, that is a person who fights with other person who doesn't have weapon. When the person doesn't have weapon, fighting the person and killing him, that is another crime. When you are fighting, both the people must have the weapon. So other person is not harmed with weapon, and you have got weapon, you kill them. That is another crime. And that too, for Kshatriya, it is a biggest crime. Shastron Matta, that is the third type of crime. The third one is Dhana, Dhanapaha. Dhanapaha is robbing the Dhana, the wealth. Robbing the wealth of the other person. That is the fourth crime. And Kshetradhara, Kshetradhara Haraschaitan. Kshetrahara, Kshetra is a place, Dhara is wife. Both these papam, Dhartarashtras, the sons of Dhritarashtra, that is Duryodhanas and others have done, taking the land. They have usurped the kingdom of Hastinapura. They have done that. And also, Dhara means wife. That also they did. They insulted Draupadi. So all the 6 types of crime they have done. Therefore, they are Atatayi. Who? This Dhartarashtras. And Arjuna says, killing them, we will incur papam. How can it be? Gatyadhartarashtanah papam eva ashrayet asmaditi. We will talk about this shloka more in the next class. So we stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।